Jeepers Creepers 3 came out recently. I was a fan of Jeepers Creepers 1 and I like Jeepers Creepers 2, which seems to get a lot of hate from people. I don't know why. The director had some, let's say, legal issues that obviously tainted his films, but he's back to direct the third instalment. This is set between the first and the second film, and I'm not 100% sure how it fits in with the timeline, but it feels that they're trying to squeeze it in. And when you think about what happens in the first film and what happens in the second film, there was barely enough time for certain things to occur in order to make that plausible, whereas in this they really are squeezing the realms of possibility with what this creeper can get done in between the two other films. I'd rather they just set it now, or 27 years or whatever it is, in the future, because we're pretty much there anyway from the first film, and there wouldn't be too much difference in cars and that. You could just have people driving 5-6 year old cars and it wouldn't make any, the current modern cars, and it wouldn't make any difference really, particularly as it's set in rural America. It's rubbish. The creeper doesn't look as good. He's got some weird red t-shirt on that appears and disappears between the two films, and I think it's just to cover up his body so they don't have to pay for prosthetics on his body. It's got loads of different, I'm going to call them all subplots. It's a film made entirely of subplots because there's no real main character. There's some sort of creeper assassination squad going around that just by chance have the same idea to mount a gun of some sort to the back of a pickup truck as the guy in the second film did, which at that point was original and interesting, whereas in this film it just seems a bit weird and copied. And the only other bit of note is that the van, they seem to focus on his van and that it's full of booby traps that don't seem to have any real sense of how they work, operate or fit. I mean, there's one bit where sort of 6 foot long bars and spikes come from the back of the van over the door when you open it, but they don't fit into anywhere, and it's just weird. It's just rubbish. It's really not worth watching. It's really disappointing. You don't find anything else out about the creeper. Even if they didn't have the budget to make this a film with good special effects or lots of actors in it, I'd rather they shave back on all that and they can just have scenes where people talk in spooky environments and talk in shaded manners about its history, and that fills in the gaps. You can get quite a scary atmospheric film out of this just by filling in some of the history of the creeper, but they didn't go that way at all. They just made it, well, it looks like I think it is a sci-fi movie, and it is just a made for TV piece of rubbish. Ignore it. I wouldn't bother watching it. It's in the same vein as the Leatherface film. It's just a total cash grab, and it's just not worth watching whatsoever.